boys of Chingford Parish Church Choir practice to sing the services at Ely Cathedral.
When you're singing together as a group and it all sounds really good, you just get that feeling of, wow, we are doing this. It's really nice to see that you've achieved something like that.
I go to school at Chingford COV Primary School, and I joined the choir about 4 years ago.
We're very lucky in Chingford Parish Church. We're one of the few parish churches in the country that's still able to maintain a cathedral-style choir with boys singing the top line. But it's absolutely important that every year we manage to find some more boys so that when boys' voices change at the age of 13 or 14, there are younger boys taking their places so that we still maintain the very high standard.
The tip of the tongue, the teeth and the lips is a fun warm-up exercise to start practices to maintain high standards. How old do you have to be to join the choir?
On the poster it says you have to be 7, but we have some younger members who are very good at reading, so they can be in the choir as well.
I've been a member of the choir for 6 years now, and I'm now the head chorister. When you're a head chorister, you're the most experienced, and so you have to lead everybody in singing, making sure they're on the right page, making sure they're singing the right notes.
Music is a really, really important part of people's lives, especially their religious lives, and when they come to important occasions in their lives, such as when they get married or baptised, or they come to the end of their lives. Music can be a source of inspiration and a source of solace for people. It is amazing to see children as young as 7 or 8 or 9 leading other people through the deepest and most important parts of their lives.
As choristers, we get paid by every service. When we sing weddings, we get paid extra.
After practice, there is relaxing time.
We play football, table tennis, and we get some refreshments as well after all our hard practice.
There's 4 different tables that you can go on to. One of them's a table tennis table. We've got 2 snooker tables, and we've got a table football. But most of us tend to play football, which is really fun.
The boys rehearse on 2 evenings a week, and they sing at one of the Sunday services along with the choirmen adults. It sounds quite a lot, but one of the reasons we have 2 rehearsals is because a lot of our boys are so involved in other organisations and sports and all sorts of things, and therefore they can't necessarily get to everything, so they are able to still take part in the choir and get to whatever they can. We've just made a CD, we get to do the odd television programme or radio programme, all sorts of exciting things, which are wonderful experiences for the boys. They wouldn't get that experience working as a team alongside adults in any other organisation other than the professional cathedral choirs.
We have done radio broadcasts and have been involved in a television programme based on the nursery rhyme Oranges and Lemons.
Well, the new choir CD which we made is a recording with the boys, girls, men and chamber choir singing, and the recording experience was really cool.
I did a solo in the CD.
As one of the best church choirs in the country, every year we spend a week at one of the great cathedrals, singing the services when the choirs are on holiday. Singing in these great historic buildings is very special.
You could hear the echo, and it sounds really amazing when you just hear the echoes spread through the cathedral. We took a day off and went to an activity centre to do 2 activities that we chose, raft building or high ropes. It was very interesting and we learnt a lot about our abilities.
I chose to do raft building. It was really fun because everybody got wet.
Nel nome del Padre e del Figlio e dello Spirito Santo. Amen. I cantori del Chingford Chorister.
It's not just English cathedrals we visit. The choir is sung in Italy, Ireland, Belgium, France, Norway and the United States. In 2017, the choir is going to sing in Paris for a few days.
I'm really looking forward to going to Paris because it will be my first international trip away from the UK with the choir.
Progress in the choir is marked by medals with different coloured ribbons. The top awards are the Deans, with a yellow ribbon, and the Bishops, with a red ribbon.
When I took my Dean's Chorister award, I went through a very interesting exam and that I learned a lot about music and the church and the part of the church. And now I'm really looking forward to qualifying to a Bishop's Chorister.
We also have a girls' choir which runs parallel to the boys' choir but remains separate so that they can each keep their own identities and work as a team, though they do all come together for certain occasions, and it's great when we combine the whole thing, which makes a really huge choir of about 70 people.
Singing in the choir is great because, you know, you're like a team, you're all working together to sing amazing music, and it creates like a family atmosphere. I've met some really great people, really talented people along the way, and, you know, friends that I'm going to keep forever.
When you hear everybody singing together, you feel like you've achieved something.
I play the piano, violin and flute, and the choir helps me with that music.
My favourite thing about being in the choir is making new friends and singing really fun pieces. I'm more confident now than I was 2 or 3 years ago, and I normally lead my side as well.
A lot of our singers also get involved in other forms of music. It can be a starting point for all sorts of things. One of our choristers is now an internationally famous operatic tenor. Another is a member of a fairly famous pop group.
In the future, I really want to do more performing. I don't know, I've wanted to be an actress when I was younger and do musical theatre and things like that. Choir gives me the classical training that I need.
Singing is also beneficial to health and well-being, partly because of the breath control that you learn in learning to sing, helps you to develop your lungs well and keep healthy in that respect, but also because singing makes you feel happy, it's an uplifting experience, and that in itself has a whole positive effect on your general well-being.
Coming and joining a parish church choir can seem like a fairly unusual activity for you or for your child to get involved in, but it does so much to benefit the child. I love hearing stories and seeing people coming back year in, year out when they're students at university or when they're adults living miles across the country to come and relive those glory days when they were children in the choir and learnt so much about life, built up their character and made so many great friends.
In order to keep this wonderful tradition going here at Chingford Parish Church, we need to find about 6 new boys each year. So if you think your son or somebody you know may well benefit from the experience of being part of our choir and joining in some of these things and learning about singing and all the other experiences that they enjoy, please do get in touch or come speak to us, speak to me on the phone, and I can explain a bit more about it.